What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just real quick, I am working on a video basically going over everything, and it's actually kind of hard to do that because there's a lot of information and I'm not really good at making those kind of videos. So I usually, every time I make that video, my kind of thought process goes all over the place. So I'll try to do my best to keep it kind of all together and in order, so to speak. But I am working on a video. It's gonna be probably a two-part video because I did do like a test run and it was like over an hour long, so I'm gonna have to split it in two parts. But it is coming. I am working on that. It's just basically just going over everything that I do and look for and how I trade, the setups I take, all that good stuff, my settings, my indicators, all of that. So that's coming. But yeah, today's price action again, another interesting one. Like always, I don't trade pre-market. Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. I did take a pre-market trade yesterday because I couldn't do it. I couldn't trade normal hours, so that's why there's no chart review. But yeah, normally I don't trade pre-market. I just wait until market opens. And the market opens, we have this downtrend or uptrend working up, and basically this micro double top. The micro double tops and double bottoms are very obvious in these bars. So sometimes I do like to take them, but not counter trend. I like to take them with the trend, so to speak. So this is not really my cup of tea. Excuse me. And yeah, price reverses. We have a break, new low in place. This is a second entry long. We have a new high, first entry, second entry long. With the overall trend, this is an aggressive entry. I do not like trading those. I like to wait for a higher low. You get technically you get a higher low right here because it tick one tick above below this bar. Not a higher low that I'm looking for. I need something like this. To me, this is a higher low. It's pretty obvious, and no trade for me here because it's not enough room to the EMA. If there was plenty of room to the EMA, I would definitely take that 100%. When it looks like this, I'm not taking that. So then you have the triple test basically at the top. Again, I was looking to go long. I wasn't looking to short the market because I'm looking to price retest this high right here because you have a bigger channel in play. Again, at the time, I wasn't 100% sure if this channel was in play because it only got confirmed one time at the top. So, but you can clearly see there is some kind of channel coming through here. So taking this short is not a good idea. You also get a lower high right here, but it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 bar congestion. No trade. As soon as I see 3 more bars, I do not take a trade. I don't care how good the context is. I don't care how good the price looks. I don't care. I don't care if it's a 2-point signal bar. I don't care. I'm not taking that trade. I've lost way too many accounts trading in this little congestion here. No thank you. So then price bounces off the bottom of the channel basically and starts going down. This dotted line is the overnight low, and price starts to reverse. It did not hit the overnight low. I was still looking for the price to test this this high right here. There might be a measured move. I did not put it on here, but there you have it, measure move. So real quick about measure moves, super simple. There's nothing to it. It's basically, this is from Al Brooks. It's not by Mac, but the way I understood from Al Brooks is that whenever you get a measured move, you should always look for, not always, I shouldn't say that, you should start to look for some kind of reversal. Once the measure move complete, start looking for the price to reverse. Okay, that's what Al Brooks describes it as. That's how I understand it, and so far it's been true. Okay, so you have basically a higher low here again. Can't take that as a 1, 2, 3, 4 bar congestion. Not interested. Now, if it was a different scenario, for example, if it was just went straight down and up and down again, and you see how there's plenty of room to the EMA, then I would take the trade, right? But this is a congestion. Not interested. Okay. Price goes up again, and you do get a basically, if you count this as a 0, first entry, second entry short. Again, this is aggressive entry. I don't trade those. You do get another higher low, but it's kind of gone too far away. No trade here, no trade here. I'm not interested to short the market. And basically, yeah, we just go up without a trade setup, which is happens. It's unfortunate. We finally get a new high from this bigger channel, and we start to reverse again. No trade here. We have a break, new low in place. Then we have a channel working up with a break and a basically a second entry short. Notice new low, first entry short. Well, technically speaking, by the count, it's not a second entry short because you have a tick above this bar. So technically, it's a third entry. So I missed that. I apologize. And it's also, technically speaking, this is also a second entry low because you have new high, first entry, second entry. But whenever I see, can you see that? You guys, let me zoom in. Whenever I see that like one little tick, I don't consider that as a leg, because this whole thing right here is just one leg to me. Okay, it's not like a leg and a leg, right? Kind of like clear. You can clearly see that there's a leg for here, boom, leg here, right? This is nothing. Okay. Right. So then price goes back up again, and this is where you would probably maybe have a channel here. You would probably have it something like this. At first, this is what I had it, right? A little bit narrow channel, and as the price developed more, you would expand it. But this will give me kind of a clue, like maybe there's a channel coming through, right? And then price basically breaks all the way down through the overnight lows, all the way down here. That's when I connected the bigger channel. And you can clearly see that the midline also plays a pretty good role in this channel. You see how the price just keeps bouncing off the midline, which is a pretty good sign that the channel is kind of correct. You get a second entry short here, no trade. This is congestion. All this, there's not interested. I'm not interested in trading here. There's no trade setup here. Again, I'm not interested in buying because overall trend is down, so I'm looking to short. There is a lower high here, but it's a 3-bar congestion. Cannot take that. You also have a correction working through, and you're waiting for the correction to play out, and then you're looking to go short. Okay, very important. Make sure your corrections play out first before you look to trade. Before we look for the trend to resume in the original direction, right, so to speak. You do get a triple test here. Again, I'm not looking to go short because I need for this channel to play out this correction here. Finally get a break of the upper channel or the up channel, and you get a break new high here. Basically, again, it's congestion here. There's no trade, and the thing is too, like, you're gonna get a lot of these spots where you get setups there, but there's just congestion. You can't take that, okay, and that's okay. You just have to be patient. Be patient. Wait for the price to come to you. Wait for your setup, and then pull the trigger. So you finally get a couple legs up, and I believe this is also a measured move. Let me see. Close enough. All right, so get a new high here, and then price starts to reverse again. It kind of bounces off this overnight lows again. There is a second entry short. Now, this is the one I almost took. I had my order ready right here, and the price immediately reversed, and I canceled my order. And to me, this is a good setup. I'm not gonna lie. You have a correction played out. You have a down channel working down with a break, and you're looking to retest this low, looking to retest this low as well. So to me, this is a good second entry. It just didn't work, and that's okay. I'm not Mac. I'm not gonna tell you that every single second entry works, because it doesn't. So I've seen it on 2000 tick chart all the time. Some of those entries, they do fail. Mac always skips them, or if he does talk about them, he just makes some kind of weird, you know, he'll say, like in this example, he'll say this is just one leg to him, right? He'll say, well, this is a whole leg right here. You can't short this, right? This was probably what he would say. But to me, this is a valid second entry, and I almost took it, and luckily I didn't get filled, so I dodged the bullet. But overall, the thought process was correct, because obviously you can see the price made a new low. So again, you're gonna get those. They don't happen very often on here, but you do get some of them that don't work, and that's okay. It's part of trading. It's no big deal. And like I said, price goes down again and you have this channel working up, and there is also a second entry short right here. And since we have a break new low already in place from this bigger channel, I wasn't really sure that we get like a second leg down, because usually when this kind of channel, you're gonna get like a second leg down, so to speak. So I wasn't sure if I should be looking for longs or shorts. So I was kind of like being patient, and you get a failure here because you have new high, first entry, second entry long failure. Not the right spot. This is not what the failure looks like. It is technically a failure, but this is not the correct failure. Okay. So once the price starts to go back down, we find some support here, and then this is where I was like, okay, something is changing. Something is changing because we bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. This is a higher low right here. This is the one that I would have taken. Again, I wasn't sure what was happening because you have about a point away from the EMA. You also get a, was that new low, first entry, second entry, short failure here. This is where you will look for a failure because everything has played out. Again, this is a 3-bar congestion. Usually your failures will be in the congestion. There's very rarely where you get like a perfect clear failure, but most of the times they're going to be in congestion, and I don't take those. So I skip these 2 entries and then price starts working up a little bit. Originally I had this smaller, wider channel, and now you get a basically new high, first entry, second entry long with the breakup channel, and you can retest this high. I took this trade, no problem. This is a perfect second entry long in my opinion. I got, I think, a couple points out of that. I think I got 2.25. Yeah, it was about around somewhere here. Maybe it was 2 points, I can't remember. My things don't work. I don't know why. My entries and my whatever. But anyways, yeah, this is second entry long. I take this any day, especially with the context too, because you can clearly see price just bouncing off here. Buyers are stepping in, so I'm going long. You also get a triple test with the trend, and this would also kind of give you maybe some kind of clue that there's maybe a wider channel, some kind of, you know, wider, less steeper channel. And you can clearly see the midlines also working pretty nicely. And yeah, you have an overshoot here. You also get a second entry long here as well at the EMA. Now these are a little bit dangerous just because you know, we haven't touched the top of the channel, and usually when that happens, the price usually reverses down here. And in my opinion, you know, this is the best place to look for longs because, you know, price likes to bounce off the upper and lower channels, levels of a channel. So a little bit aggressive, and you could have got your point here, maybe even more. Yeah, 1.5. So I don't know. And then you also get a higher low. Again, this is a congestion. Not really the best setup in my opinion. And price breaks out of the channel, touches overnight high or overnight low again, and then we have this overshoot. We don't really get a retest of the high of this channel, and sometimes it just happens. So you just go with it, and the price starts to break all the way down, and it looks like we're tanking again. The daily looks pretty rough. Maybe we'll find support here. Maybe we don't. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty interesting day. Yeah, usually I take one trade a day, sometimes 2, but 1 trade for me is plenty. Let's see if there's any setups here. Let's see. No setup. Nope. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no setup here, so it is what it is. But that's all I got for the video. Thank you all for watching, and keep a lookout for that other video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.